And now for something completely different. A delivery, perhaps. Take on a new order for Sam at Lake Knot City. New equipment to fabricate.
You can use those little darlings to stun your enemies and give yourself some breathing room. Just equip and toss. They'll trigger on contact. They deliver a shock that should incapacitate every living thing within the blast radius. Living only, though. They won't do you any good against BTs.
So it's a way to stun mules, for which we haven't had much difficulty. We also have smoke grenades, and of course, bola gun. I'm interested to take one of these, just to try it out. And we have different variations of the speed skeleton. If it would tell us. Boost the wearer's mobility. Clarity of mind. What could that mean? Put a spring in your step, so this is probably jump. Clarity of mind. I'm not sure what that could be. And then this is the one we already have. Oh. We do want to build at least one stun bomb. And I wanted to build a grenade. We never ended up using it. So we'll toss one of those in. A nice and light load right now. And we did bring the power skeleton. The speed skeleton that we got for free is left back at the chiral artist's place. Nothing. What happened? Nothing in storage here. We're running a bit low on supplies. We will have to make them here, most likely. Making a trek all the way back to the chiral artist just to pick some things up and bring it here, which we couldn't take with us because we were carrying a body, and that takes up quite a bit of our available space. It doesn't necessarily take up all of our weight capacity, but there's actually a limited amount of physical volume that we can carry, and the body just gets in the way of everything. Too bad she couldn't go on foot. Well, that's not what we want. Let me check the map again. We need to take a new order at Lake Knot City. Meaning we just need to get to Lake Knot City. So one option is we could go to the safe house, and we've never visited one of these, but if they do have a fragile umbrella, we could just use the umbrella to teleport. And we would lose all of our gear, which isn't much. The other option, of course, is to make our way all the way back to Lake Knot City and just make the trek. And is it worth it? If we do that, we're going to be throwing away basically all of this stuff that we have. So it's a tough question. What is the weather's? How does the weather look? It's a very long way back to Lake Knot City. I'm tempted. Well, what we can do is we can actually try to just make our way back. We'll try out this online safe house. I guess I have to mark it. We'll try that out and see if it actually lets us teleport.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
And if it becomes too much of a hassle to manufacture everything... Oh, I wanted to open the structure menu. So the first level, most of the additional levels increase material storage and timefall resistance. Customize. Oh, we can change the music.
Your work is great.
We've seen that clip quite enough times already. That's right, this is our only way to get blood bags.
Sam, we've received a delivery request from the Timefall farm. I'm told you can expect a special reward if you do an especially good job. You should drop by the farm and review the details for yourself.
I don't recall this little ottoman, or whatever this is, being here. Yes, we are aware of completing orders to strengthen connections. If somebody has seriously played this game this long... Oh, look, it's the Timefall porter. And I've had just about enough of the valve. It was funny while it lasted. I do prefer the glasses. But let's take a look at that porter. Now, if there's any drink that you would load up on, energy drinks I can understand. Porter, though? That's gonna make you really sick. We don't need to see that. It's not letting me easily skip. Well, still seems to have the same effect. What we really wanted to check, yes, we can fragile jump. We are going to go ahead and do that. So we need to go all the way back to Lake Knot City. And I think this is worth doing because we haven't done it yet.
Take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
Cool. So I was saying, it's good to give this a try so we can see just how much it's going to set us back to use it. Looks like we have something at the terminal. Well, quite a few mails and interviews. Let's go through those. Thomas Sutherland. Recovery request V. Think you could pick up that chip soon. Hey Sam, you must be really busy these days, right? I'd say that's a good sign. Means people trust you to get the job done. That said, if things do quiet down for a minute, think you could take a look at that order I put up? The one asking you to find a chip marked with a V. It's not a high priority request, I know, but I'm sure you'll find it worth your while. Don't go out of your way or anything, though. Just accept the order the next time you make a delivery to the distribution center south of Lake Knot City. That way, everything's official if you come across it. Thanks again, Sam. And another from him. Order delivery for a prepper. Sam, I have a delivery request for you. There's a prepper out there who's got a special talent. Calls herself a cosplayer, and she can apparently dress herself up to look like damn near anyone and anything. There's no one better when it comes to designing and making clothes and accessories, but she needs a new sewing kit to finish her current project. Would you find one and deliver it to her? I'm pretty sure she'd have something interesting to offer you in return. Thanks. And the yellow generally indicates it's some sort of extra content, I think, that is usually worth checking out. Take a dip in some hot springs. Feeling tired, Sam? Wouldn't blame you. After all, you're not a machine. You need breaks and whatnot. Lucky for you, I know the perfect place. Some hot springs, a hop, skip, and a jump northeast of where the junk dealers hold up. The Crater's digestive baths, as I believe they're called. Good for getting the bowels moving in case you're backed up. But the waters are also good for general aches and pains. Miraculous healing properties, apparently. Does wonders for a stressed BB even. Not one that's suffering from autotoxemia, though, obviously. Anyway, you should give it a try sometime. Yes, obviously. Victor Frank, started using utility pouches, Sam? Sam, my man. Lot of love for you here in Port Knot City. Everyone's talking about how you hooked us up to the network and took out that BT. Makes me feel a little better about how Igor went out, knowing that he was in the company of a real hero like yourself. By the way, I've been wondering, you been using the utility pouches? They make it real easy to carry an extra blood bag or two, and you ought to know better than anyone how much BTs hate the stuff. In fact, if you've got a bag of red on you, I'd strongly recommend popping it in a pouch. Give it a try at least. I mean, what do you have to lose? Folks used to use all kinds of pouches, you know. Haven't seen much variety for a while now. But back in the day, porters would rock customized backpacks decked out with a dozen or more specialized pouches. Who knows? If you're lucky, you might even find someone to design one just for you. Could be the beginning of a virtuous cycle, if you ask me. The more you succeed in bringing our people together, the more likely you'll turn up some of these old pouch designs, which in turn ought to help you in your work to get others on board. Good luck. The junk dealer, junk disposal. Sam Bridges, I have a job for you, should you be interested. A pile of junk has accumulated near my shelter, and it needs to be disposed of. There is a problem, however. Some of the aforementioned waste products may be contaminated by chiralium, which means that the only safe place in which to dispose of them is the Crater Lake to the south. Should be easy enough for a Bridges man such as yourself, but it's up to you whether you take the job on or not. It would certainly help me view you and your kind more favorably if you were to agree to help me, however. Plenty of thumbs up. So we do have... It looks like if there's an exclamation mark, I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it means there's a quest we haven't completed associated with it. Or it's a priority mail. I don't know. But there definitely are some side quests we should check out at the next opportunity. I'd kind of like to get all of our kit built back up first. After that fragile jump. Prepper interview, the junk dealer. Incredible, isn't it? This hourglass. See how the sand flows upwards? Got chiral particles in it. That's why it moves like that. And look at the shape of the glass. So elegant, so delicate. Just like the girl who made it. Hard to believe it's even of this world. But it was made by human hands, all right. Crazy, isn't it? No wonder everyone in South Knot City knows her work. You can imagine how I felt when she gave it to me. I guess you could say it was a thank you present. She'd asked me to fix something for her, and this was what I got in return. You know, I've done jobs for all kinds over the years, but none of my other customers ever did anything like this for me. Most'll just toss you a couple likes, and that's the end of it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a like or two. It's just, this was different. The moment she gave me this hourglass, I knew I wanted to be with her. Never happened, though. Ain't cut out for love and relationships. Don't have what it takes. Other people kind of scare me, to be honest. Still, even if we can't be together, at least I'll have this hourglass. Well, that is presumably, 6 months ago, so that's before we brought them back together. An Asexual World by Counselor. Records suggest that the widespread aversion towards physical contact and intimacy was a phenomenon that had been observed even before the Death Stranding. One contemporary report, for example, deals the increasing popularity of the sexless lifestyle among young people. A growing percentage of the younger cohort were self-identifying as asexual, claiming to be incapable of feeling desire or attraction. Accordingly, such individuals were less likely to have children or engage in sexual activity. It should be noted, however, that many other unique sexual identities were being recognized during this period, such as demisexuals, who are incapable of sexual attraction without an emotional connection, and panromantics, who profess an attraction unrestricted by sex or gender, albeit one not necessarily sexual in nature. One theory posits that the Stranding accelerated the proliferation of these sexualities. In a terrifying new world in which BTs roam and annihilation is an everyday occurrence, people have grown reticent to form emotional connections with others. Although there has been no measurable decrease in human fertility, the birth rate has nevertheless dropped dramatically. Incidents of sexual harassment and assault have also seen a sharp decrease, which seems to suggest that sex could not be further from our minds, for better or for worse. I must preempt myself by admitting that I do not have any empirical data with which to support the following claim. That said, it is my contention that, based on the aforementioned observations and others, the vast majority of the population could be categorized as asexual. Flagged for archival review. Article advances a controversial thesis widely regarded as unsubstantiated and discriminatory. Prevailing theory is that increased self-identification of aforementioned sexualities is due to increased societal awareness and acceptance. Historical records indicate individuals asserting identities falling outside cisgender heteronormativity faced significant discrimination and persecution, leading to suppression and concealment as survival strategies. It is generally accepted that a variety of factors contributed to reduced sexual activity and birth rate pre- and post-Stranding. Studies are ongoing. And that's it for interviews. Now, let's begin the presumably arduous task of rebuilding our kit. And, darn it, they took away my Gordon glasses. I must have my Gordon glasses. Well, another nice thing about the fragile jump is it lets us start fresh.
Our little secret. I got my hands on something special. Facciamo un trasciclo qui. I might lay the chest somewhere you rolled them. A toast to Lisa. And to you. Not bad.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Well, would you look at
Verifying
that?
ID.
We kept our power skeleton and our bridges boots. That's convenient. We will need to repair the power skeleton at some, well, not repair, but just replace at some point. But at least that's one less thing to make, because those can be somewhat expensive.
Clear. Weapons detected.
And
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
what about the bike? Yes, we can view stored cargo. We have rather a lot of cargo here. Can we view the garage? We may not have anything in the garage. We probably want to build it though, because we have that lovely long route to take advantage of. And I know we have a bike somewhere. It's probably at the end of all of this. Here. Well, we can view stored cargo, but we can't view the garage. Oh, well, there's just... It's just sitting there, so, okay. We may just have to build one of those, but first let's look at what our actual quest is.
The people down in South Knot City have had to suffer through a lot of terrorist attacks lately. They've not been receiving supplies regularly either. No one's starving, not yet, but a sense of unease is spreading across the city. We need you to bring them as much as you can of whatever you can. Food, oxytocin, the essentials. You'll also be carrying seeds, earthworm and insect protein paste, organic chemicals, and anti-BT weapons laced with your blood. None of which can be sent via a Cairo printer. A delivery will remind the citizens they're connected to the rest of the country. It will give them hope. And if you can get them connected to the Cairo network, all the better. Something's been nagging at me, though. Fragile checked in a little while ago, saying that due to some instability with the beach, she was having trouble making jumps. Until things settle down, she won't be able to help you out. Fragile's at the distro center south of Lake Knot if you want to hear the rest of the story. I marked her location on your map. Be sure to take a look. By the way, chiral density appears to be increasing across the board. We're currently looking into what kind of impact this might have on Cupid functionality. No need for you to worry about all that, though. Just keep on doing what you do best, huh?
So as soon as we take advantage of this wonderful fast travel ability, they rip it away from us. Well, it looks like there's some more challenges at the firing range. Let's go check those out. So it's probably the smoke grenade and stun bomb and the anti-BT handgun. We've actually already used some of those. Thrown weapons. said thrown weapons plural, but they gave us 5 stun bombs. So, one sec here. So it just stuns them in a way that we can't actually follow up on? Because... Oh. Let's try that again. What does it want us to do? Oh, 2 hits of the stun grenade just vaporizes them. If you say so. What happens when we run out of those? I mean, we have the strand. I don't even need the stun bombs. Right? They love to hit us while we're in that animation. No matter. Oh. I was holding L the whole time. So we have to... Oh, we have to press it again. Oh, you have to use the specified weapon. That... Okay. All of these rules... Let's try again. So it seems like it took 2 stun grenade hits. It's frustrating because pressing... It doesn't... I'm holding L to prepare the weapon, and sometimes... Yeah, sometimes it brings it back up after a short delay. Sometimes it seems like it doesn't, or it just doesn't bring it up as quickly as I want. So, we're out. Here's a fresh pack. A bit more challenging than usual. Especially when... Are there more? There's smoke grenades. We found we can't use the strand to take out enemies. And we can get hit by our own stun grenade. Good to know. Well, let's just make our way through this carefully. Oh, he dropped it. Wow, they're just gonna keep coming. I want to try to get multiple in a single toss, it seems. Just press B to drop it right away. Let's see if the smoke grenades work. Perhaps not. Am I just missing More stun bombs. There's some more. Keep them coughing. This is a tough one. Not that I'm doing the best job. Really have to be economical, which I'm not. Or we just have to know where to look for more stun bombs. Because they kind of come at us single file. Sometimes they group up. Nice. Oh, we have to go the long way. I imagine we won't be getting a great score with that, considering how long it took us. But I'm not too interested in getting good scores on these, more just completing them. A rank? Not bad. Handgun / assault rifle. We don't have assault rifle yet to my knowledge. Interesting that we might be getting something like that in the future. I want a sniper rifle. That would trivialize this game. Maybe I don't want a sniper rifle. Generous. Let's see if we can just do a short tap. Yes. Don't shoot the blue ones. My aiming is not the greatest on a controller. I'm out of practice. As I said last time, I had to aim. Okay, so it does factor in how much damage we are doing, because I did some body shots there. Is he gonna stop? And I didn't hit the bullseye. Now I understand why it says 8/8. It's telling us okay, there's actually magazines. Shoot! Wow, we can shoot pretty far with this. I remember one issue we ran into with this gun was I wasn't charging it up enough. I don't like how it's... well, whatever. Did we miss anything here? No. 26 targets. Quite a lot. These targets, it looks like it'll let us hit anywhere. So I probably get a bit of a bonus for hitting the bullseye. And that's it. One more, was it? Actual BTs. 11. Where there's rain, there's BTs. We also cannot see them very well. I hear BTs. Let's try a fully charged shot. It's not clear how much blood that took. So we have 450 in our bag. 50 blood for one shot. Don't the blood grenades take 100? So this might actually be more efficient in terms of blood usage. I always get caught by surprise by the ones that go along the ground. I better make sure I didn't miss any pickups. Just don't expect them to be so low down there, and what's worse, they're just overall a smaller profile, a smaller aspect. Can we see? Let's see if there's another way. No. I don't like when it forces us through these choke points where we have like no option I can see. Oh, just gotta wait. Just gotta wait until we can start to see them, I guess. It's pretty satisfying. Makes the BTs so much easier to deal with. The grenades are not all that fun. They're kind of annoying. They take some skill though. It is a game. It is a video game. I do have to charge up the gun in order to do enough damage. So a bit of a delay. Someone lurking. They do like to put BTs behind corners in these areas. Really having a hard time with this one. There you are. I don't know what was going on. Why I couldn't see them. Well, whatever. Uh-oh. Show yourself, please. I don't know what the logic is when they show up versus they don't. That may not have been a fully charged shot. So, for at least some of the types of BTs, the weaker ones, we don't actually need to use a fully charged shot. But I didn't learn just how little we need, and who knows, maybe it's not worth being that stingy in the heat of battle. I think that's it. And we still don't have our kit yet. We'll need to plan that just a bit later, but before I do that, I saw this private room indicator. So let's see what that's about. Can always use more blood bags. We are going to need those. Actually, I think I left quite a few here. It was a while ago. Must have been something here. Another mail. George Baton. A strange light at the incinerator. This is gonna sound crazy, but you've gotta believe me, Sam. So I was at the incinerator. They'd found a body near the way station, and it needed to be burned. Since we don't exactly have a team of corpse disposal guys on call, I was given the job. I've been sent outside more than the other guys lately, so it doesn't make sense. Wasn't like I could say no, someone had to do it. Doesn't mean I wasn't scared shitless, though. I don't have dooms or anything, but you don't need special powers to know when a BT's caught your scent, and I could tell they weren't far behind. I just wanted to get the job done and come home. But then one of the fuckers popped up out of nowhere and nearly gave me a heart attack. Somehow I make it into the incinerator without getting grabbed, and that's when things got really weird. I saw this glowing thing. This light, I guess? I wanted to take a closer look, but I wasn't about to take any chances. I had to get the hell out of there. I can't stop thinking about it now, though. You should check it out if you have the chance. Glowing light at the incinerator. Well, do we need to restore our energy since we slept? No, we do not. So I don't think we will head out this episode, but we have a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and prepare. Again? We'll just have to take a pass on that. So this is the big trip all the way to South Knot City. No teleporting.
The people down in South Knot City have had to suffer through a lot of terrorist attacks lately. We need you to bring them as much as you can of whatever you can. Food, oxytocin, the essentials. None of which can be sent via a Cairo printer.
That was pretty short. I think it's going to be relatively straightforward for the first half of it, though. We'll just go ahead and get on the road and drive, and that'll get us about halfway there. Then the rest of it isn't something we will really be able to drive over. But we will go through Mule territory, that area, which I do not like one bit. And we'll need to... yeah, we'll need to get through all those fissures. I suppose we could circumvent it if it ends up making sense. Could just kind of hug the west side. Yeah, let's tentatively start plotting our route. Oh, I need to actually accept the quest. And I do hate this screen because I guess we have a trike in storage already. It doesn't give me enough information. Well, we have plenty of ladders, climbing anchors. We might want a PCC as a charging station, but we've unlocked so much of the chiral network. It's very likely we will encounter charging stations, but just to be safe. We're good on blood bags, and we do want to take container repair spray because it's going to be a while. We could hit a lot of rain. That would not be good. I guess we have Bridges boots in storage. Good. We should take a backup. I think our current pair is getting pretty low. Definitely want that handgun. In fact, I think we are not going to take any grenades at all. Okay, so they're much cheaper. And they're probably also more lightweight. So one gun is 16 shots. Let's maybe make 2 to be absolutely safe. I honestly don't see us using a stun bomb. Because if it's just going to stun enemies, that's not... I'm interested in permanently stopping them. Same with smoke grenades. It could get us out of a situation in a pinch, I guess. If it actually blocks line of sight. The other issue with the stun bomb is if we, for example, wanted to use it on a group that's coming out of a mule truck, it's just going to stun them all, but we can't really do anything while they're stunned. They're just going to be sitting there being stunned. Unless it actually does incapacitate them if we deal enough damage. But anti-BT, so that's going to be for the BTs. We should bring something. We could do bullet gun or maser gun. I kind of liked the maser gun better, but honestly, I always find myself just using the rope. But let's take one of those. We will have a reverse trike, so we can put some of our stuff on it. I keep wanting to use the decoy cargo. That seems more useful than the smoke, as far as if we're trying to avoid a group of mules. So let's go with this. And a lot of this we're going to supplement with our private stash. Long range. I don't actually want long range. Because I want to put things on the bike, and I'm fairly confident we will have enough energy. So we'll go ahead and build a bike.
Unable to process order. Unable to process order. Please stand by until the problem can be rectified.
Oh, hi. Sam, Bridges, I presume? Sorry about that. The system seems to be on the fritz. One of the packages wasn't processed properly and got left out of the order. It says here the client is Fragile herself. Someone double-tagged it so the system couldn't tell whether it was for Fragile Express or Bridges. Anywho, really sorry for the hold-up, and, careful. The contents are fragile. It's okay.
Small thermonuclear weapon. Well, the game told us to deliver it, so... I'm well aware that this was what happened to Fragile when she was betrayed, right? She was unknowingly delivering a nuke that then detonated. I'm curious if the game will actually let us not deliver it. Anyway, we came here to create a reverse trike. Number owned 1. I don't know why it's saying that, because we definitely don't have, we own one, but not here. I guess some of the screens in the game are sensitive to location and some of them aren't. Okay, well, that glowing red package doesn't seem suspicious at all. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We're all set to make our long journey down south, and we'll come back and get started on that next time.